10.3 area and perimeter. I can find area, perimeter, and missing dimensions in triangles and rectangles.
Yay, Sam, well done. Can you guys find area now?
Yes.
Can you find perimeter?
Yes.
And can you actually find missing dimensions in a rectangle?
Yes.
Oh my god, that would be good. How about in triangles?
Yes.
Yeah, we didn't do a lot with triangles, but we will. Perimeter. Add up all of the edges and you have perimeter. True or false? True. Area. Remember when I did that little square thing underneath the document camera to show you area? Area is always measured by what shape? Say again? Squares. So it's how many squares you can fit inside of a shape. Yes, no? Dimensions would be what make up a shape. So we have a square here on 3A, and I told you that this was 4. What is the dimensions of this entire square, you guys?
4 by 4.
What? 4 by 4, because base is 4 and height is 4. Okay, this is my video or your video? Which one? Your video. So if I ask you a question, can you give me an answer like everyone? Sebastian, you have to actually look up here to do this. Okay, squares and rectangles and triangles. My oh my. Isn't that funny? Lions and tigers and bears. My oh my. Squares and triangles. Okay. You guys all know what a formula is? Do you have to know that the area of a rectangle is base times height?
Yes.
Is that so? How many of you already knew that already? Like, it's fun that was something. Okay, almost all of you. And then is length times width the exact same thing as base times height?
Yes.
Sure, either one works. And then why is triangle half of that? Why is the area of a triangle base times height divided by 2? Sebastian? A triangle would be a rectangle cut in half. So if the area of a rectangle is base times height, the triangle area would be base times height cut in half, or divided by 2, right? And then remember, this is another way of writing the same formula that we wrote right here. We cool with that? On the count of 3, can everybody tell me what the area label is? 1, 2, 3.
Square.
So this is the important thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then does perimeter have a square?
No.
No, it just has the units. Cool. Okay. Find the perimeter. Find the area. Can somebody tell me what these things were called again? I think I just said it. No, raise your hand. What are those called, Kennedy? Congruent markers, which means that if one side is 7, Kennedy, the other side is 7. Therefore, we know our base times height. 7 times 7. We know all of our sides are 7 to find perimeter, and we're good to go. Number 6. Ooh, we have a congruence marker here, and here, and here, and here. You guys understand the difference between the congruence markers? Good. 1 congruent mark means that the sides that are marked with 1 are congruent, and 2 congruence marks means the ones that are marked with 2 are congruent. Beautiful. Triangle, same deal. We found the area and the perimeter of that. And then missing dimensions. What should you always do when you are solving a problem like this? What do you think is the most important thing to do? Kabir, put those on my desk. I don't need those. No, put them on my desk, not on the floor. You don't need them to curl your hair in the middle of a math video. What is really important? Yeah, Sabir. Double check your work. Okay, I gotta say this out loud into the video. Y'all remember, and I know we just talked about this, but it wasn't in the video. Most of you took 64 centimeters squared, and I asked you to find the length and the width. Most of you, or a lot of you, did 64 divided by 4. You got what? 16. Well, that is if I would have given you a perimeter of 64 centimeters, but I gave you the area. But let's just say you did it anyways. That's not bad thinking. You came up with the answer of 16 by 16. The length is 16, the width is 16. But if you were smart, and you all are, you would have double checked your work, right? And you would have popped out your calculator and you would have said base 16, height 16, multiply them together, I get 256. That doesn't work, does it?
No.
So you're like, okay, I did something wrong, and then you would have realized, oh, wait a minute. I can't divide by 4 because we're talking about area. So what we did as a class is we plugged in 64, and then we had to determine what the length was and what the width was. And you guys all are probably pretty good at that, right? And the fact that it's a square, you know, they both have to be the same number. I think Sabir said, well, I just used the square root and got the number 8 for the base and the height and so on. Does that make sense? Okay, and this is almost like a guess and check too, right? Is this like a guess and check here?
Yes.
What times what gives you 64 centimeters squared? Okay, good. Any questions?